Good morning, angels. I hope you're doing well. I am here with your Wednesday wisdom. Today's Wednesday wisdom is about self-care, taking care of you. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I always say you can't pour from an empty cup. And I think a lot of us wait until the cup is almost bone dry before we fill it up. And sometimes some of the things that occur when that cup is getting drained are less than pleasant. Maybe you're snapping at somebody, maybe you're frustrated, or you feel anxiety or anxious, anger or frustration or whatever because you are trying to run on empty. And a lot of us are programmed to always think about others before we think about ourselves. And that's a good quality, right? I mean, weren't we told, it's nice to think of others, don't be selfish. I know that my sister and I have discussed that when we were growing up, it was always, think for your mother. Like, you see your mother struggling with groceries, do something. And I think that that's a really good thing. I mean, I instilled that in my own kids. Like, when I would come home with the groceries, they would know to come out and help me with them. But at some point, you have to put yourself first before you can serve others. And I think in the society that we're in, everybody prides themselves on being busy. I'm so busy, I don't have time. Oh my gosh, I wish there were more hours in the day. I don't have enough time. You have to make time. And you have to make time for downtime, for relaxation, for doing the things that fire you back up to do the things that you have to do. For instance, if you have a day off and you're constantly running errands or doing chores, when is the fun part? When is the fun part of life? When do you get to do the things that you enjoy doing that don't necessarily count as productive? For me, when I need to unwind, I like to watch a mindless movie or a TV show or read a book. And there was a long time that every time I went to read a book, I felt like it had to be a self-help book, or it had to be something that I was learning or teaching myself. And it was like I wasn't giving myself a break. And I realized that I wasn't serving anyone by thinking I was serving everyone, or constantly feeling like if I took the time to just do nothing, that I was being lazy. And my mother growing up, my mother was like a machine. I mean, my house was immaculate growing up. You could eat off the floor at my house at any given time. Any given time. Somebody could always walk in the door and the house looked showcase ready. And my mother prided herself on that. And I grew up thinking that there was something wrong with me because I wasn't programmed that way. I would much rather be laying on the couch reading a book or, watching a TV show or talking on the phone with a friend than cleaning. And I didn't take any joy in cleaning. So I did it reluctantly, and I obviously didn't do a very good job. And that's the thing. When you're doing something constantly that you don't really want to be doing, your performance shows. You don't give it your all because you're resentful that you have to do it. But as an adult, and my ex-husband was the same way. He was very, I would be going all day and then he would come home, and if he was mowing the lawn, I felt like I had to be doing something. Like I couldn't be relaxing because he wasn't relaxing. And it used to cause so much stress on me because it was like, I'm exhausted. Like I've been going all day and I still have to go like tonight. Like I have to give baths and whatever. And I just wanted to sit for this half an hour and I felt like I couldn't. And in the back of my mind, I always heard, you're lazy. You're lazy. And that was my self-talk, that if I took time for myself to relax or have downtime, I was lazy. And how sad is that? I mean, I used to really beat myself up over that. And it wasn't until I started full-time working outside the home that I gave myself that credit or that ability to just do nothing. And it's only been in the last few years. And at the beginning, it was really hard because I'd be like, but I have a list of stuff that needs to get done. Well, guess what? It'll get done. It'll still be there tomorrow. And I feel like a lot of you suffer from the same thing. Like you feel like you constantly have to be going. And when you do have downtime, you should be doing something for someone else or checking off your to-do list. Well, there's a never-ending to-do list. I don't know about you, but I have in my planner, I have like a 4-page to-do list of projects that I want to complete or things that need to get done around the house. And it'll get done. It's not the end of the world. And the thing is, I want you to think, I want you to sit down and I want you to really spend some time thinking about what do you need as self-care? What makes you feel better? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? Over the weekend, I've been like really busy with work and it's been a little bit slower lately, so I've had more free time. And I wanted to do something over the weekend, and my daughter and I went to the pool. And I was almost like packing my bag with like a book. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit there and I'm just going to listen to music and do nothing. It was really hard. It was really hard. I was like, oh, let me find something on YouTube that I could watch or learn or, you know, think about what I can put in my next like course. Or sometimes you just need to do nothing. Unless you're a person that doing nothing like hurts your soul, then find something to do that at least you enjoy in the free time that you have. Because let's face it, we all have a limited time in a day. You know, we all only get 24 hours. Nobody gets like 36. Like you don't get a prize for being productive. So what is stopping you from doing the things that make you happy? Is it because feeling guilty that you should be doing something else? Or is it the fact that you have to say no to somebody that is asking for your time? That was a big one for me for a long time. It was like if somebody was asking for my time and I had it, I felt like I should give it to them. But at what cost? Because then I'm going to be burnt out and I'm going to be angry and I'm going to be frustrated. And there's not going to be enough of me to give to the people that I want to give it to. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense. But so basically, my Wednesday wisdom for you is take care of yourself. And for a lot of you, I think the first thing you need to do is to sit down and look at what does that look like? What do you enjoy doing? And do it. Do it. Stop making excuses. Just do it. And even if you wind up doing it alone, just do it. You need to do that. You need to take that time alone and refresh yourself and take care of yourself, or there'll be nothing left to take care of anybody else. So I hope that helps. And I will be back soon to see you and spend some time with you because this is my self-care. I enjoy doing this. But as always, may trouble neglect you and angels protect you. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified when I am posting new content, because I plan to be here on YouTube a lot more frequently and I would love to have you all join me. So have a wonderful day and I will see you soon.